So here we have my boy Supreme Kai Paddles.
What's up, guys?
And he took this Android deck, and he's gonna let you guys know how he did, and he's gonna give you guys a deck list.
So I ended up going X3. I lost my third loss towards the end, so yeah, it was unfortunate. I lost to my third loss was to Mecha Saiyans. Not much to explain with the leader, so we'll just get to the cards. We play Cell Chain. I changed it up a little bit to this time, so I still play the 4 because we want to see this, and I just ended up dropping the other guys because I was just seeing them way too much, so I just decided to play 3 and 3, and I decided to add the Power Stealing Cell. This card was actually really good.
When they decided to have 3 in their hand, huh?
Yeah, and sometimes even when they went 4, they would have 4 cards in hand, and they wouldn't want to wake me. I'll just summon this guy, go to 6 health, and drop him to 3. So this card's really good. And then it's even really good with the synergy. What really synergizes with this is the Mirror. Mirror is really good. It basically makes them have like 2 cards in hand. I just kept summoning this guy a lot, and kept making my opponent pitch cards. It was really good. I really like this card. And then for the last black card, it was just 2 Bardock. It was mainly for the veggies. Clears board, really good. And it costs 1 energy. It's pretty good. That's it. Next up, we played 2 Create Android. I was playing 4 in the other time. If you guys see the other deck profile, I think this card is still really good, but the only problem with this card is that you don't really want to see it early game. You kind of want to see it late game, so you just want to minimize seeing it as early as possible. So that's why I played 2 of it. And then I added another card that was surprisingly really good to me, was Speedy Surprise Attack.
MVP right here or
MVP
what?
right here. This card is really good. You can get rid of like your dead TNs or like your dead cells in the hand and just KO 3 or less and negate an attack. So this essentially stops 2 attacks, which is really good. Or it can just stop 1 attack. Like I was usually like really low health, and this will help me survive a lot. And it can also punish people that play veggies and they're swinging at me, and I'll kill their Kabas or their Khalifas before they even bring out kill.
Okay.
And then next up we played 2 TN. Honestly, these cards weren't that good, but I just played it just in case, just to ensure that I had a way to awaken. These usually got cited out at the event just because if my opponent was like really aggressive towards it. And then the best card right here.
Ooh.
Dr. Draw. This is the card I always like seeing. It's really good. It hits like everything. I never whiffed with this card. It's really good. And then we dropped this guy to Android 20. He's just not as good this format because you don't want to be tapped out when you're at 2 energy. So I just cut it to 2. And then we played 4 Stout-Hearted Android 16. This card was really good. This card was just amazing, especially when you Cell Chain them and you're at 4 or less life.
You just further rip the hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too good. It's nasty.
Exactly. And then we get to the best part of what makes this deck really good is the crit.
Oh, I hate these guys.
The crit just makes the deck really good. This is what helps me keep up with like certain matchups, and just helps me keep their hand diminished. Playing these 2 guys right here. And their effects, people also become wary of actually like taking a crit because they don't want these effects to go off. So they kind of take risk when they do that, and they end up pitching more cards in hand so they don't take the crit. And then we also played the other ones, which was 2. Played 4 of these guys. This card was actually really good in the event. It put in a ton of work. I always cited this guy out for the second one of this. And this card was just a bit lackluster. Like honestly, I never really used it at all. And then the times I would summon it, it would just die. Like it would be irrelevant. And then for the last cards, of course, we just played 4 Twin Sister Android 18. It's 5k combo, and sometimes it comes up with her. It came up a couple times, like maybe twice.
Stand back up.
Just to stand back up and just
do it all over again.
Yeah.
Alright, Paddles, any last shout outs and last words you want to say?
Yeah, I think after like Mecha gets the errata in May 1st, I think this deck will be somewhat decent. It could keep up with any other leaders. It's pretty good. Except Mecha just kind of has a big advantage over this deck. And
It's too fast.
yeah, too fast for it. But other than that, shout out to CBC.
The CBC shop owner, actually, one of the shop owners right here, Batista. Super chill. Oh man, he's alright, he's alright.
And lastly, Android Forever. You already know.